Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. The September 23rd, 2025 Commission meeting of the Douglas County Board of Commissioners will come to order. Welcome, citizens of Douglas County. County Clerk, could you please take the roll for the record?
Yes, ma'am. District 1 Commissioner Henry Mitchell.
Present.
District 2 Commissioner Whitney Kenner-Jones.
Present.
District 3 Commissioner Martin Raxton.
Present.
District 4 Commissioner Vice Chair Mark Alcaraz.
Present.
Chairman Dr. Ramona Jackson-Jones.
Present. Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Tonight, we are pleased to have with us, or should I say this evening, we are pleased to have with us Pastor Camilla Terrell to lead us in our invocation, and I ask if everyone could stand, and after the invocation, please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
Good evening, commissioners, community leaders, neighbors, and friends. It's a blessing to stand together tonight as one community, united by a desire to see Douglas County flourish. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to invest in our county's present and future. Let us pause for a moment of prayer. Gracious and sovereign God, we praise you. We pause on this evening with a grateful heart for Douglas County, its people, its promise, and its future. Thank you for gathering us, commissioners, community leaders, law enforcement, educators, business owners, faith communities, and neighbors under one roof with a shared desire to build together. Tonight, Lord, give us wisdom that is bigger than our own opinion and compassion that is stronger than our desires and our differences. Where there are old wounds, bring healing. Where there is distrust, plant seeds of hope. And where there is a gap between generations, neighborhoods, and beliefs, lay your bridge of understanding and respect. Bless our commissioners with clarity and courage to lead with integrity. Bless our residents with patience and perseverance to work for the common good. Cover our first responders, our teachers, our small business owners, our seniors, and our youth. May progress not be a solo act, but a choir, which every voice matters. Grant us creativity to find solutions, humility to admit where we're wrong, and unity to move forward together. May justice roll down like water in Douglas County, and may peace be a path we choose. We dedicate this meeting to purpose, to service, and to love for our neighbor. Strengthen our hands, steady our hearts, and order our steps. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much, Pastor Terrell. Certainly, we appreciate you bringing great prayer over our county. Certainly, is with the promises and the progress and the progression as we move forward into our future. So thank you so much for bringing a nice prayer today. Madam Clerk, did we have anyone sign up for public comment?
Yes, ma'am. We had one individual, but before I call you up, I'll just remind you, you will have 3 minutes to address the board. Once your 3 minutes are up, we'll ask you to wrap up your comments, and when you reach the podium, please restate your name and subject matter. Our speaker tonight is, sorry, what's my sheet here? Jocelyn Wallace.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jocelyn Wallace, 8380 Grady Street, and I just wanted to talk on recovery real quick. Good evening, Madam Chair and members of the Board of Commissioners. My name is Jocelyn Wallace, and I am a person in long-term recovery, and I also serve as the Executive Director of the Never Alone Clubhouse, Douglas County's Addiction Recovery Support Center. First, let me say thank you to you guys for recognizing National Recovery Month with this proclamation. Acknowledging recovery in a public way is more than symbolic. It is life-giving. We all know that opioid epidemic has deeply impacted our small town, taking lives and breaking families down. But we also know that recovery is real, and it is possible, and it begins with hope. Your willingness to uplift recovery, even through something as simple as a proclamation, sends a powerful message that people in recovery, they matter. They matter to their families, and their future matters as well. At the Never Alone Clubhouse, we see that truth every day through peer support, harm reduction, and community programs like the Recovery to the Rescue. We walk alongside with individuals and families, helping them find a path forward. Peer support is a proven bridge connecting people to resources, reducing stigma, and helping them stay the course in their recovery journey. On behalf of our entire team and the people we serve, thank you so much for your leadership and for giving recovery a voice here in Douglas County. Together, we can continue to save lives, strengthen families, and build a community where no one walks alone. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. Madam Clerk, anyone else?
No, ma'am.
All right. With that being said, before we start, I certainly want to acknowledge our state officials that are in the House this evening, if you could stand. Senator Bearden, if you would. Thank you for being here. And Representative Kimberly New, please, let's give them a hand. All right, Board of Commissioners, we move on to the adoption of the agenda. Do we have a motion to adopt the agenda?
So move.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. In the discussion board, we have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. Thank you so much, Board. As a reminder, Board, please, let's just be mindful that we have 3 minutes to make remarks and 2 minutes for rebuttal this evening. Approval of the minutes. Next on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. You have before you, Board of Commissioners, the minutes of the Commission meeting of September 9th, 2025, the work session minutes of September 8th, 2025, and the executive session minutes of September 8th, 2025. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Okay, Commissioner Mitchell, you have the floor.
Thank you. Just wanted to make maybe a correction on the executive session minutes of September 8th based on an email that went out. I don't think everybody received this email that went out in reference to make a correction on the minutes to make sure that in executive session, that particular meeting, I wasn't even available, but there was one commissioner supposedly that stepped outside of the minutes or had conversations outside of that. I'm not sure as to whom this email was directed to from a citizen and or from Commissioner Alcaraz as to whom that was. I just want to make sure it is noted in the minutes that I wasn't even at that executive session, but I do have a personal relationship with some of the DCTT members. And so I guess outside of that, I just want to make sure that's noted for the record. Not sure which one of us stepped outside of the executive session and gave some kind of knowledge to one of the members of the DCTT. So I don't know if Commissioner Alcaraz, if you want to probably at least address kind of who that might have been or what that is, or.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know who it was. The email just stated to me that that discussion was made with somebody from DCTT, but that wasn't even discussed in the September 8th executive session minutes. That was discussed in yesterday's executive session. So that conversation really didn't come up in the September 8th executive session.
Right. I know we discussed it yesterday in executive session, but I was just reading this email that went out from the county administrator that somehow somebody stepped outside of the rim of that.
Somebody did, yes.
Okay.
The citizens or the board member from DCTT
Right.
in that email stated that somebody provided information to people at DCTT. does not provide information as to who did it,
Oh,
but
okay.
it does just say that it, well, you've read the email.
Yeah, I read it,
Something's
yeah.
in there that stated that obviously someone did, but that's all.
Okay, so we just don't know who it might have been, but I just want to make sure it noted for the record that I wasn't even at the meeting, so I don't even know what was stated in the executive session to even note that. So it just seemed when it said something about a personal member that had personal relations with those members, I think we all do have some, but I just know I do probably have a more personal relationship with most of those guys. So,
Okay.
but I guess I'll leave it at that. I just want to make sure that, put that clarity within the minutes, that I wasn't even available, but I wasn't even a part of the minutes. And I guess we can say legal that that was the case, correct? 'Cause at that September 8th meeting.
If the current minutes reflect that you were in attendance, then they need to be corrected to
Right.
provide that you're not.
They stated he was absent.
So it sounds like from the Madam Clerk is that it stated you were absent, and so right now the motion is on the floor to approve the minutes.
Right.
With the understanding that you were absent, which
Okay.
already is provided. And so, Madam Chair, I would just ask if the discussion is over that we call for the vote.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Madam
And I
County
yield back.
Attorney. Did
Thank
you yield back?
I yield back, yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. If there is no more discussion, please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
Okay, we have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. All right, next we have approval of the financial report, Board of Commissioners. Are you ready? Next on the agenda is the approval of the financial report for the month of August 2025. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second on the floor. Any discussion? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries with no opposition. Clerk? Madam Clerk, you have the floor.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm going to call up Tiffany Stewart Stanley. We do have a couple of proclamations, but she has one she wants to announce right now.
Yes, and before we get into the proclamations, first of all, good evening, Madam Chair, Board of Commissioners, County Administration. September, there are a lot of proclamations in that month, a lot of awareness that month. So one of the things I want to point out is September is National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to October 15th, and we're very fortunate to have our artists here with us from our Colors of the Soul event upstairs where you can come and see their artwork. It will be on display for the rest of the month into October. So our artists are here with us tonight. So we just wanted to acknowledge our Hispanic artists who are here with us tonight, as we know that month celebrates the achievement of Hispanic culture in America. So we just want to thank them for being here and welcome them to the courthouse today.
Okay, let's give them a hand.
All right. And then we have another surprise tonight. We are very fortunate to have, as mentioned earlier, our state senator, Tim Bearden, and our state representative, Ms. Kimberly New. They both represent Douglas County. And we know September was Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we did recently recognize that. And this is a time that we dedicate to recognizing children and families affected by childhood cancer, and emphasizing the need for support and research. And so we, at this time, I will write up our representative and our state senator with a special presentation.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, Madam Chair, it's a pleasure being in front of the commission. Now, we'll go over 3 minutes, so I hope that's okay.
All right.
Because we're going to read a resolution here.
You'll be okay.
First of all, I want to say thank you to Representative Kimberly New to doing this resolution on the House side. And of course, I did one on the state Senate side as well to recognize September 2025 as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And the resolution states, whereas more than 16,790 children are diagnosed with cancer in the United States every year, and 1 in 285 children in the United States will be diagnosed by their 20th birthday. Cancer is the leading cause of death by disease among children and adolescents across the country. And whereas each year, hundreds of children in Georgia face the battle against cancer, a battle which impacts parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, neighbors, and communities. Thousands of our nation's children lose their battle with cancer each year, and many infants, children, and teens will suffer from the long-term side effects of comprehensive treatment. And whereas Childhood Cancer Awareness Month serves to increase awareness of childhood cancer, including the need for early detection, proper treatment, research, and attention to late-term effects of treatment on childhood cancer survivors. As a result of greater treatment options, the 5-year relative survival rate for children cancer is higher than 80%. And whereas several healthcare professionals, private and social support organizations are dedicated to helping children and their families by offering social, emotional, spiritual, education, and financial support. Whereas these groups are committed to supporting families and children through the uniquely difficult treatment process and funding more needed research to determine the best treatment and outcomes. Now therefore be it resolved that September 2025 is recognized as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And with that said, I'm just going to kind of step off here for a moment. I believe we all have been affected, or everyone in this room has been affected by a child or an adult with cancer. I know personally I've lost immediate family members to cancer, and just 8 days ago my wife went through cancer surgery at Emory, and she is doing very well with recovery. But I think I'm going to be optimistic. I think with the evolving technology going so quickly, especially with artificial intelligence, I think one day we can wake up and say this cancer has been eradicated from adults and children. And until that day comes, that fight won't and it cannot stop. So thank you again to this Board of Commissions for allowing myself and Representative New to be here to present these resolutions. And we can come up and give them to you or however you want for us to present these to the Commission.
Okay, you please proceed and come up, and we would love to receive the proclamations. And oh, beautiful. And we're going to come down and take a photograph with y'all. We're going to bring them right back down to you and take photographs. Oh, this is amazing. Ooh, thank you. We will, first of all, I want to allow the Board of Commissioners to chime in and certainly respectfully just share our sentiments about and our support for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And I agree and I echo your words and sentiments, Senator Bearden. Childhood cancer is certainly on the rise, and certainly we want to try to do what we can to eradicate that negative word cancer. Spent a significant amount of my life in healthcare, and we have technology every day trying to think of something that could change it, from MRI to ultrasounds, anything you can think of to zap it. But it's been smarter than us. Chemo, that's one of the others. But I believe we're going to, I just know that someone above is going to take care of that and going to beat this thing, and all of us are just, so what is the word cancer to go away? And I'm just thankful that y'all came down today to acknowledge and make everyone aware about the childhood cancer, because it is real. I'll yield the floor to the Vice Chair and see if he has some words regarding childhood cancer.
No, not thank you for that, because yes, I don't believe there's anybody in this room that does not know someone who has lost someone to cancer. Mm-hmm. And, but as I stated previously, it's hard when it's a child, because a child don't even really get to begin its life, and now it's fighting this disease that possibly could take its life. So that child, at times, is ripped of its childhood, mm-hmm. and having to learn about hard things early in life. So I pray one day that, there's no such thing as the word cancer anymore. I want to thank you both personally, because it was just a phone conversation that Kimberly New and I was having, and we was talking about childhood cancer, and she says, we want to do this from the state of Georgia, to bring this down there and partner with you on this, to bring this forward into attention. So I thank you both I didn't even ask, you just did. And so I thank you for that. Now you'll back, Madam Chair.
All right, thank you so much, Vice Chair. And you said something that was really sparked, it hit home. You said 85% of survival rate for our children, which is great. They're resilient. I've seen them in surgery. They just recover well. So 85, that's pretty good, but we want 100, right? 100%. That's what we're shooting for, because in healthcare we said 1 is not 0. Okay? So Commissioner Mitchell, if you please.
Yes, I'd just like to say, well, thank you. And, you know, that C word that we all have somewhere been touched by. And I'll be the first to say, though, that I've been an advocate for this cancer fight, this cancer drive for many years. I've supported St. Jude, their cancer research layout for, God knows, 20-plus years, and been a donor to that cancer drive. I, too, served and have actually had prostate cancer and have been delivered for at least now 4 or 5 years. So I, too, have been down that road and understand the devastating time and things that cancer can do to us as a people. So yes, it's good to note that even this month, September, is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. So with that being said, though, just technology is moving extremely fast. I too believe that there's going to be one day we are going to wake up and find that we are going to have that no worry, not another worry when it comes to cancer. And all of us will kind of be rewarded in understanding that that need now have been addressed. And we can all now survive and look at those that may have had and may have gone through any surgery or all that. Just, it's going to be one day with the AI and technologies, the way it's moving, I'm confident that we're going to get there. And I believe in this, and I believe in acknowledging these moments in time to make sure that we acknowledge for those who've actually been there and taken that journey, and those who didn't make it, and those family members. So thank you, and thank you for at least presenting this to us as a county. But we've all have somebody in our lives that have been touched by this C word, and and we will get through it. And I yield back, Madam Chair, and thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Mitchell. And certainly I want to make sure I acknowledge all our commissioners. District 2, Commissioner Kenner Jones, she
Thank
says she
you.
didn't have anything. District 3, Commissioner Martin Raxton, you have the floor.
All right, and good afternoon. Thank you both for coming. I echo the sentiments of my colleagues. You know, cancer is very, very devastating in so many ways. And I am proud of some of the other organizations and civic groups that I am a part of. Recently, we have a room that was named in the honor of an organization I belong to at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. We also have a wing at St. Jude's Hospital in Memphis based on another organization that I belong to, and we are all in when it comes to this fight against cancer. So I just ask that please, 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 any additional resources that you receive on the state level that you can funnel to Douglas County so we can continue to provide services and supports to our citizens. Please, 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 I just ask that you continue to do that. We're on the line with you, and we look forward to eradicating this treacherous disease. Thank you very much. Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
All right, with that being said, I would like for us to come down and take some photographs with you. Is that okay? All right, thank you. And we'll bring wonderful.
the week of September 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week in Douglas County. Lisa Meek is here to read the proclamation.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, Madam Chair and distinguished commissioners. My name is Lisa Meek, and I am the regent of your local Sweetwater chapter, National Society Daughters of the American Revolution. And thank you for signing this proclamation tonight, and also for allowing us to celebrate Constitution Day on your court steps on September 17th, just last week. We were able to give out a 100 pocket constitutions to Douglas County residents. So thank you so much for allowing us to do that. It was wonderful to give all that out to our community. So thank you. And I will start reading the Constitution, not that one, but the proclamation.
Proclamation.
Okay, Constitution Week. Whereas September 17th, 2025 marks the 238th anniversary of the drafting of the Constitution of the United States of America by the Constitutional Convention, and whereas the Constitution of the United States of America, the guardian of our liberties, embodies the principles of limited government in a republic dedicated to rule by law. And whereas it is fitting and proper to accord official recognition to this magnificent document and its memorable anniversary, and to the patriotic celebrations which will commemorate the occasion. And whereas Public Law 915 guarantees the issuing of a proclamation each year by the President of the United States of America designating September 17th through the 23rd as Constitution Week. Now, therefore, we, the Douglas County Board of Commissioners, do hereby proclaim the week of September 17th through the 23rd, 2025 as Constitution Week in Douglas County, and asks that our citizens to reaffirm the ideals that the framers of the Constitution had in 1787 by vigilantly protecting the freedoms guaranteed to us through this guardian of our liberties, remembering that lost rights may never be regained. So proclaimed this 23rd day of September 2025, signed by Board of Commissioners. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you. Board of Commissioners, you've heard the proclamation. Do we have any remarks before I call a motion? Okay, with that being said, Board of Commissioners, do we have a motion to approve the proclamation?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, Board? Any discussion? All right. We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your electronic votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries, and certainly this is befitting and proper to acknowledge September 17th, the commemoration of the 238 years of the Constitution. So thank you for being here, and we've already had our photographs, so let's give them a hand, everyone.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Oh, and we hope to see you at the Veterans Day Parade again. We'll be there.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Madam Clerk?
Yes, ma'am. Next, we have a proclamation proclaiming the month of September 2025 as Recovery Month in Douglas County.
So good evening again, Board of Commissioners. So we are excited to be here before you today for Recovery Month, National Recovery Month. The Douglas County Opioid Abatement Advisory Council, which is the council that was assembled by the Board of Commissioners to make recommendations to the Board of Commissioners regarding the opioid settlement funds. As a part of awareness for National Recovery Month, we did have our stakeholder engagement meeting, and we also used that meeting to gather perspectives, solicit feedback, identify community needs, and foster collaboration. The other purpose of the meeting was to celebrate National Recovery Month, and we wanted to highlight the importance of recovery from substance use disorders, celebrate the achievements of individuals in recovery, encourage people seeking treatment to know that recovery is possible. And so we had some great citizens that came out, a lot of great crusaders for National Recovery Month and for opioid recovery. We have wonderful organizations in this community that are working very hard on this issue, but there is a lot of work to be done. So we just want to thank all of the citizens who came out and let their voices be heard at our stakeholder engagement forum. The recommendations from the committee will be coming to the Board of Commissioners at the December 15th meeting. We do have Dr. Charles Creighton here, and I just want to acknowledge him to represent the council tonight. So just want to acknowledge Dr. Creighton. And I want to once again thank all of our panelists and people who came out that night to give their input, and these are a lot of the people who made great contributions to that event, so I just want to thank them. So at this time, I will call up Jennifer King, our Director of Juvenile Programs, and Ms. Midge Ortiz to provide information and read the proclamation.
Good evening, Commissioners and County Administration.
Good evening.
I want to start by saying thank you, and it's my birthday.
Happy
Spending my
birthday.
Happy birthday.
You've heard a lot. You guys are very familiar with recovery, hopefully, through things that we've been able to share with you in the work that we do in the county. I would like to say you have six accountability courts now in Douglas County that span juvenile, state court, superior court. We are really upping our ways of working together, which is big for collaboration among our courts here in the county. When it comes to spending money and services and sharing all of that, we're really, really working hard toward that. I'm just super proud to have this representation. We brought in some of our community partners that you guys know as well. They're always ready to step up, do what we need them to do, come and see you guys. So thank you for that opportunity as well. I did ask Ms. Ortiz this year to read the proclamation. She has been working in our family treatment court for almost 20 years and has led many, many, many participants into the world of recovery. Most of you know she will be retiring next month and moving on. So I'm so proud of her. You know, I love her. She's kind of the OG of case management. So I did ask her if she would be willing to do this tonight.
Good evening, Board of Commissioners and Chairwoman. I am this is a bittersweet moment for me, working with individuals who need hope, that are lost, and to be able to come alongside of them and provide them with that hope and that love that they need and so desperate need has been the highlight of my life all these years serving as a case manager in family treatment court. And so today it is with great pride and humbleness that I read this proclamation to you. It says, whereas every year millions of people across our nation face the challenges of substance use disorders and mental health conditions, striving to overcome obstacles and reclaim their lives with courage and determination. And whereas Recovery Month is an annual observance dedicated to promoting the benefits of recovery, highlighting the success stories of individuals who have achieved and maintained recovery, and encouraging individuals to seek support and treatment. Whereas the theme for this year's Recovery Month is home, health, community, purpose. And these are the factors that all individuals need to live healthy, happy, independent lives and reach their full potential. And whereas Through education, awareness, advocacy, we can break the stigma surrounding substance use disorders and mental health conditions. Empower individuals to seek the help they need and celebrate the strength and achievements of those in recovery. And whereas it is essential to recognize the dedication of countless professionals, organizations, and volunteers who work diligently and tirelessly to provide support, resources, and compassionate care to individuals and families on their recovery journey. Now, therefore, the Douglas County Board of Commissioners hereby proclaims the month of September 2025 as Recovery Month in Douglas County, Georgia, and encourages all citizens to join in recognizing and celebrating the remarkable progress made by individuals in recovery, to support efforts to expand access to prevention, treatment, and recovery services, and to foster a community of understanding and hope. So proclaimed this 23rd day of September of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Board of Commissioners, you have any remarks before I call the motion? Okay. Commissioner Kenner Jones, you have the floor.
Jennifer beat me to it. I was going to call you out for your birthday. But I do, in all seriousness, I thought we had put this idea of retirement to bed. We had denied and rejected your decision to retire, so I'm not exactly sure why you're saying this. But in all seriousness, I just want to recognize Midge for her work. We have had, over the years, deceased children, parents, grandparents, people who are someone's loved one. And your work, I would like to think, has genuinely reduced the number of the times that we have to go and attend somebody's funeral or have something like that happen. And so the hard work that you put in for the last 20 years for these families, it's much appreciated, and you will absolutely be missed. And if you would like to retract your retirement, we would be happy to accept it. But thank you for what you do.
Thank you.
Madam Chair, I yield back.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Kenner Jones. Any other remarks?
Just one.
Vice Chair.
Yeah, I don't recall
Commissioner, just
seeing that come across from County Administrator that we approved that retirement. But no, all serious, thank you for all that you've done.
Yeah.
You know, the county's a better place because you've been here. And I appreciate all of our community partners who help in regards to addiction in our county. Many families are torn apart by opioids and alcohol and addiction itself. And just thankful for them to what they've done to help families to come back together, parents to be able to reunite with their kids. There's a lot, and our family has been one. I've got family members who's struggled with addiction, and it's hard when you don't go through that and you don't really understand why that has such a hold on someone. But it is a mental health issue as well. But again, I just wanted to say thank you for all of you for what you've done for our county, our community partners, and all of your departments. Thank you. I yield back, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you so much, Vice Chair. Any other remarks forward? All right, I'm going to miss you. You just surprised me. I'm still in shock, but thank you. You have changed the game in Douglas County and enhanced the lives of others in terms of recovery. And in reading the proclamation, I heard a couple of buzzwords that really touched me: home, health, community, and purpose. That's important, and certainly that still confirms that we need that to massage and make sure we address substance abuse, mental health in our county. And we're going to miss you. I'm like Commissioner Kenner Jones. If you want to, you can retract your...
I will still be in the community.
You come see us? Oh, okay. And just want to express my appreciation for the entire team, Jennifer King and the entire staff. You all do a phenomenal job. And you change lives every day. So everything you touch turns to gold. And I mean that because you do such a remarkable job. And we have so many success stories in this county from family members, and they just always sing your praises. So thank you. Continue to do what you do. You're doing great things. So thank you.
Thank you.
Board of Commissioners, if there are no more remarks, do we have a motion to approve the proclamation of the September 2025 recovery? Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? We just had it. Okay, please prepare to cast your votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
We have a 5-0 unanimous vote, and the motion carries, and with no opposition, so thank you so much. All right, let's give them a hand as well. Madam Clerk, you have the floor again.
Yes, ma'am. Next, we have our consent agenda, and we just need a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your votes.
Motion carries 5-0.
All right. Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Certainly, I would like to just pause for a second and defer to Commissioner Raxton for his proclamation. He has a proclamation tonight.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. As a district commissioner, get the opportunity to really engage with our community and with our residents. And one of the unfortunate things that you also deal with is untimely death, especially with our youth. And being the father of 2 sons, when this family reached out to me, I certainly wanted to do something to recognize the death of their beloved son. So what I've asked and what I've put together is a proclamation. So I'm going to ask the family, if you meet me at the podium, I'm going to come down to the podium and read the proclamation. So today I am joined by the family of Nasar Shakur Lay. Whereas Nasar Shakur Lay was born September 28, 2023 in Decatur, Georgia, to Margaretta Clark Bethune. He was the youngest of 3 siblings. And whereas Nasar attended school in the New Haven, Connecticut public school system, as well as DeKalb County and Douglas County, and whereas for 18 years, Nasar was a member of Living Grace Lutheran Church in Tucker, Georgia. He was employed at Pinnacle Point Daycare Academy until his untimely death. And whereas, as a young child, Nasar took karate classes, at which time he earned his brown belt in addition to karate. Nasar also played soccer, and at just 6 years old, Nasar developed a passion for wrestling, which led him to attend many live Raw and WWE matches. Nasar was also a lifelong Pittsburgh Steelers fan. And whereas Nasar strived to make a better life for himself, his mother, his grandmother, taking every opportunity to try different types of employment. He had the best intentions and believed in God making things happen. And at the time of his passing, he was looking forward to furthering his education in child care so that he could become an assistant director at Pinnacle Point. Nasir was hoping to one day own his own child care center. And whereas Nasir had the brightest smile and the most infectious laugh, he lit up any room that he entered. Even when he was having a bad day, he wanted to make sure you had a good one. His family was his world, especially his 5-year-old niece. She referred to him as Uncle Nas and her best friend. She would not go to bed without making sure that Uncle Nas was home safe. And whereas Nasir was a loving, honest, hardworking, dedicated, dependable, and trustworthy young man, Nasir is truly loved and is now and will continue to be deeply and greatly missed. Whereas it is appropriate to set a time and set aside to honor those whose lives are cut short and the countless survivors whose lives are now forever altered. Now, therefore, as District 3 Commissioner Martin W. Raxton of Douglas County, Georgia, along with the citizens of Douglas County, we express our heartfelt condolences to Nasir's family and friends, dated this 23rd day of September 2025. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to read this proclamation. And again, I just wanted to take a point of privilege of saying that we're sorry. You're in our thoughts and prayers, and he will not be forgotten. So thank you. All right, Madam Chair, I yield the floor back to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton. All right. Madam Clerk, was the announcements?
Yes.
Okay. Chief Communications Officer Yvette Jones is coming forth with our announcements. Thank you so much, Commissioner Raxton, for that acknowledgement, the family.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Board of Commissioners, County Administration, it's a pleasure to stand before you with a few announcements this evening. Join us for the second meeting in our Strategic Plan Community Engagement Series on Wednesday, tomorrow, September 24th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at the Allen Major Skate Park and Family Fun Center, right next to Animal Services, located at 2171 Mack Road in Douglasville. Citizens are invited to drop in anytime between 6 and 7:30 to provide input on the strategic plan update at interactive activity tables. Come ready to share your ideas as we work together to guide the future growth and success of Douglas County. Please make a note of the other upcoming meeting dates in September and October, or visit us online at douglascountyga.gov to take our survey. Douglas County is also seeking input from the public as it works to create a comprehensive roadway safety plan. Join us for a public meeting on Wednesday, October 15th from 5 p.m. until 7 p.m. at Boundary Waters to share your concerns and ideas. And day one of September Saturdays is in the books, and we are gearing up for another day of fun. Join us on Saturday, September 27th, right here at the Douglas County Courthouse for the signature event you know and love, packed with rides, vendors, prizes, live performances, and more. And as you heard earlier, in recognition of National Hispanic Heritage Month, Douglas County government is proud to present its newest art exhibit, The Colors of Our Soul. National Hispanic Heritage Month is an annual observance that honors the achievements, histories, traditions, diversity, vibrant culture, and contributions of Hispanic and Latino Americans to our nation. The Colors of Our Soul showcases artwork by Hispanic and Latino artists representing several Latin American countries, and you saw some of them earlier here in our BOC meeting. The exhibit will be on display through October 31st, 2025. For more information, you can email constituent services at douglascountyga.gov or swing by the courthouse and go to the gallery and take a look at all of the beautiful artwork. That concludes our announcements for this evening. I yield back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Chief Communications Officer. Thank you. Well, Board of Commissioners, is there any other business that needs to come before us tonight? Okay. If not, do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion, Board? We have a motion and a second. Please prepare to cast your votes.
We can just do it by hand.
Okay, please indicate by raising your right hand. We have a 5-0 unanimous vote and the motion carries. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you so much.